What do you carry in the woods when you're out on an expedition or an adventure depicting the life of a Rocky Mountain trapper? Well, there's any myriad of things that you can carry with you. I think everybody maybe has a little different take on what they think is necessary for them. But I've been asked in the comments to show what I have in my gear. Well, keep in mind that the Rocky Mountain Trapper was a mounted man. I do have the luxury of having an animal that can carry a little bit more than just a man walking on the ground. And we know these mountain men got around on horses and mules and had access to ways to carry more things than just what they have on their body. Well, we'll start with my body. I have a bag that I carry around my neck, and it serves the purpose of carrying my tobacco and my pipe. Inside of it, I have a burning glass and a piece of flint. On the outside, in the fringes, they hide in the fringe pretty good, I have a turn screw, or also a screwdriver. Recently, people I've noticed are calling these turn screws, which is absolutely correct, but also on trade manifests I found screwdrivers. This one happens to be made from a end of a trap spring. I have a couple vent picks hanging in here, stuff that's handy that I can get to when I need it right here. If I'm in the saddle, all this stuff is right here. I can use a burning glass if the sun's out, light my pipe while I'm riding, don't even have to dismount. I can, just getting everything set up where it feels handy for you. My next big thing is my Derringer trade rifle that you see up here behind me. Is a 42-inch, 13-pound rifle. Yeah, it's a real deal. It's not an original, but it's a perfect copy, and it is as miserable as probably the original for a lightweight, skinny little guy to carry and manage that rifle on the back of a mule in timber and rough country. That's its whole own video. Anyway, we'll move on. Now, to feed my rifle is my shooting pouch. This is just for my gun. I don't put stuff in here that doesn't feed or service my gun. You see I got this wonderful faceted cow horn, powder horn. Really I've got powder horns. This is my favorite. Adjustable carrying strap. Every strap in your gear needs to be adjustable. Sometimes you're riding in winter clothes. Walking in winter clothes, you need to let the straps out to get around your capote and your heavy clothing. In the summertime, you need to take this stuff up, make your straps adjustable. Inside for my rifle, just the simplest things. I have 2 powder measures. Depending on which one I grab, I know what kind of charge I'm getting. Screwdriver, balls that fit, and a spare striker. Always with the strikers. You'll see a theme going through my gear here about never being out without one of these. No fire, you die. So that's it. Got some patching material. I've got backup things that we'll see here in a little bit, but I want to keep this light, tidy. I like my horn full. When I wear this thing hangs right up underneath my arm. I want it right here because I have a pistol and a belt that goes underneath this. Sitting in the saddle, I need this all tidy. I need things not banging, rubbing, and out of my way, so I have full motion of both of my arms, my hands for reining the mule, for mounting, dismounting. Time in the field will teach you where to put things and how to organize them so that you can safely and efficiently get along with these needful things that you have with you. Now that's my shooting pouch. Now, my Tomahawk goes with me. This is my Tomahawk. is in a sheath that I hang from my saddle horn. This is always at the ready. It's lightweight, and I hang it from the saddle horn of my saddle. If I want to get off and walk with it or something, I would just slide the handle into my belt. Saddlebags. This is where I really get a lot of extra stuff that I don't need at the moment or on a moment's notice. I do own a wonderful set of Dragoon saddlebags, 1833 Dragoon saddlebags that I've carried in the mountains for years, and unfortunately they've been hostage by some Indians. So to show you some saddlebags, I made these saddlebags from a pair of discarded leggings. Actually, the top, they're in the form of a trap sack. They open up here. This was the bottom of the leggings, and I sewed them together at the top. And then at the top, at the belt side of the leggings, I just sewed them across the bottom. So they're like a trap sack. They drape over the saddle and tie down. I can tip them upside down and empty them out to find what I'm looking for and need that's in my saddlebags. So I pretty much emptied them out here so you wouldn't have to watch me empty them out. But there's one curious thing. First thing that I carry in my saddlebags that I'll show you is a pair of S-hooks. These can be used to make trap setting sticks for setting your beaver traps. You can carve a stick that goes in the hole here and a stick in the hole here and slide those sticks over the trap spring and then close them down. This holds that end. I found that pretty curious, but yeah, you could just use a pair of S-hooks to make trap setting sticks. So that's why I carry those, and they're handy around the campfire. You know, if somebody has some, somebody in the camp has some big pots and stuff like that, of course, horseback, cross country, you don't carry stuff like that, because you're living off the back of your horse or your mule. Anyway, there's those. In my saddlebags, I carry an extra fire kit. Things to service my rifle, cleaning jags, ball pullers, that kind of thing. One of the handiest tools you can have, and I'll do a video on these. I'm still doing some research, but these are pretty fun. Chinese scissors. Boy, for doing any kind of leather work, sewing, these guys are great. They come in like 3 sizes. I got some great big ones. This is about the middle size. And then there's some little dinky little ones. And the little ones are really nice. I think I got some here maybe. My shaving soap. It's in here in a brain tan wrapper so it doesn't rattle. My shaving soap. I just rub it on my face, get it wet, rub it on the face. No brush and cup and all of that. You're shaving in the woods. You don't need all that. Just rub the soap on your face, get some water on there. So to go with that is my razor box. This is a reproduction razor box that I made myself out of some family walnut. And inside of there is my straight razor. Give you a quick look at that. It's my straight razor with antler scales that I put on it because the other scales were broken. So I can be shaving out there. That was the practice of the period. If you're going to be in and around Indians, you better be getting the whiskers off because they don't like that much. And it is also the practice of the period. Every man knew how to shave. There are hundreds and hundreds of razors went into the Rocky Mountains as supply items for the white men who were working there. In the Hugh Glass tale, he comes upon a razor that plays a big part in saving his life. That's kind of an interesting story. Also in my saddlebags, my spurs. Depending on the animal I'm riding, I don't always need them, but nice to have them. So they live in the saddlebags. Another fire kit. This rascal has a burning glass in the lid, and I have it charged with touch cloth, which is black powder impregnated cloth that I use as starting fires. And I can knock a spark in that and start a fire. I have a video that deals with that, how to do that, how to make that, and build fire with it. So I have this kit here too. This is great wet weather. If you get in a 3-day deluge, you're having a hard time getting dry tinder, really having trouble, this will help you get your fire going. Deck of cards for evening entertainment around the campfire. In camp with men, they like entertainment. Also, you know, I could stand to win something. Backup knife, scalper, and that's pretty much what's in my saddlebags that is overrun for my haversack. Now, the haversack has lots of stuff in it. We're not so sure historically about haversacks, but I guess you could call this a possible bag. This I made out of hemp. This is an old beater hemp bag that I carry. It's got a patina. I just love this bag. It's sturdy. It's a heavy rascal, but it's sturdy. So in it, backup patching also can be used to make, you know, char cloth for fire. A military gun wrench, nipple pick, screwdriver, 2 different sizes of screwdrivers. Candle for wet fire, or maybe a little light if the wind's not blowing. A backup pipe. Can't have too many pipes. If you're a smoker, you gotta have a pipe. Lice comb. These are nice for getting the cooties out of your hair and maybe working on the mustache a little bit. And there they are, the little guys. The little Chinese scissors. A tin with more touch cloth. All about fire. I even, one of my buckskin coats, I have an oval striker tied in the fringe. I just don't want to be without that stuff. This is a nice item to have, especially in the Rocky Mountains or anywhere. This is my fishing kit. I know a fellow that makes these. I got this from him years ago. I've not really used it much, but I always have it with me. It's got little corks, it's got linen line, and these amazing little period correct hooks. I don't know if you can see that. It's so lighted, the camera doesn't want to focus on it. But these are the eyeless hooks in some different sizes. So if I need to put something in the water to eat, got that guy. Folding lead ladle that you can put a stick in it, don't burn your hands, running balls. A ring knife. Folding knife. Folding knives, I think, are much overlooked in people's gear. Gun worm that won't fit in my other container. Spanish spoon. These are handy little guys. It's a utensil, and I don't have to carve a wooden spoon. This is my... I'm getting this stuff out of here like I'm out on the trail. This is my boatman or rigger's knife. This thing is really handy to have if you're working around stock ropes, tent ropes, and lead ropes, grazing ropes and stuff with mules. This is a nice one to have. On the fire theme, this is my punk wood fire kit. Hollowed elk antler, piece of punk at each end. I can light one of these with a spark, use it, get my fire started, put it back in here. It suffocates in this tube and it's ready for the next use. My backup bait bottle, this one I carved from, ooh, have a smell of that. Yeah, it's really good. Carved from a piece of lodgepole teepee pole. That's made out of. A tool hammered out from a period correct iron spike building nail. I had a man make these. I guess you'd call it a spork or something. Sort of got a spoon on this end, and this end's for, you know, grabbing chunks of meat, waking up your partner if he doesn't want to wake up. Oh, it's carry an arrowhead. These are neat. I ran across these somewhat recently. They're tourist shop arrowheads. They're just the funnest things for striking fires and whatnot. Some of my videos I've used these to strike fires. I just think they're fun. You know, they were all over the West. They were laying all over the ground. The arrowhead hunters hadn't been here yet. Everywhere mountain men went, there were points laying on the ground. Convinced me they didn't pick them up and use them. Also, in the future, I'm going to do a video on breaking one of these with my Tomahawk pole and my camp axe to make a gun flint. Convinced me they didn't do that either. This stuff is everywhere. Anyway, that's fun. Just a couple more things, and I'll let you go back to your work. There's my ball mold for my rifle that goes with my, got a roll of linen for sewing. Another turn screw. And a backup burning glass. So that's what's in my gear. Join me in the comments. I'll be curious to see if you duplicate some of these items. Maybe you have some other things I hadn't thought of that might be really useful to have out there on the trail. I mean, we are limited in what we can carry in a historically correct depiction. You can't take canoe chairs. You can't take your 4-poster bed and your propane stove or your cooler, like you'd see at a modern day rendezvous. The thought process is, I'm a man working in the Rocky Mountains. What can I have with me? It has to be minimal, but it has to have a functional or multi-purpose, and it has to be in a form that I can carry. I also have a belt with a knife and a pistol. That is my primary sidearm, and I have a bait bottle on that. You know, I have the backup because if I'm out there trapping, something happens to my bait bottle, I don't have any bait, I'm gonna be in a hard spot. So there's my things that I carry at one given time. Tell me what you have. I hope you enjoyed this. It's kind of like a scavenger hunt through Bill's junk, but there you have it. So for now, watch some of my other videos. Subscribe if you like this. And join me in the comments. This is William Bailey with Bill's Historical West. Watch your top knot.